Six-game skid to begin MEAC play here in 1920. Graham and Bryant to go in the jump circle. Howard on the road, dark uniforms. Coppin in the gold, trimmed in blue. Tip one by Coppin. They'll go right to left here in the first quarter. Hamilton's got it. Top side left, coming around the Graham screen to the head of the key. Now for Dami on the high right. Now for Lawson, 15 to shoot. Now to Graham. Top side left to Price, 9 to shoot. Price hands it back to Graham. Step back three is on the way. Front of the rim, no good. A long rebound to Dami. And the shot clock was at 28. Now to 22, and I believe they're going to drop that down to 18, and indeed they do. Game clock also down to 9:30. And it's deflected by Howard, out of bounds, intended for Lawson. Price now to inbound. Gets it in far side right now to Lawson. Now to Graham. Your side left. Hamilton going left of the lane. Deflected away. Graham's got it with 7 to shoot. Now head of the key. A step in three is on the way. Good. For Aaliyah Lawson. Top in the early 3-0 lead. Williams with the handle. Line in the lane. Knocked away by Graham. And on the outlet, she's bumped. She had Hamilton out in front of everybody. Bryant the foul. That's her first. Now Lawson to the jump circle. Now for Graham, head of the key. Bounce it back now to Lawson. Your side left. Intended for Hamilton. Spins back left. Handed off to Dami. Step in off the left of the lane. Back of the rim, side of the rim and off. Weak side rebound to Marsh. And Williams once again on the push. Far side left corner. Thornton with it. Now back to Williams. Now for Thorpe. She tried to lob it down to the doorstep. Too tall and out of bounds. .20 and counting in the first. Copping up the 3-0 lead on Howard. Lawson now to Graham. Your side left to Price. Price on the bounce, curling right, gets in the lane. Kick it out right corner now for Hamilton. And out of bounds. So now Thorpe to inbound. Now for Williams. Far side left now to Thorpe. Back head of the key. Now to Marsh. Reverse it off now to Bryant. Bryant, your side of the right. Now for Thorpe. Top side left. Thornton's three is on the way and good. All even at 3, and here comes the Howard press for the first time in this game. And trying to duck under the contact was Lawson. However, Thorpe calling for the foul. That's her first. Hamilton on the inbound now for Lawson. Back to Hamilton, back to Lawson. Right side now Hamilton, now to Lawson. Curls left of the lane, deflected to the baseline. Last touch by Howard, out of bounds. 11 to shoot. Price on the inbound looking, lob to the top now for Dami. Now hands it back between the rings for Hamilton. 5 to shoot. Hamilton, a free throw line jumper, is blocked. Comes Williams on the run back. Top side of the right now to Thornton. She wants a three. Back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound to Marsh. Her stick back follow wouldn't drop. And a battle for the rebound. Thorpe ends up on the ball. Now a tie-up. And the arrow keeps it with Howard. Williams from the baseline to inbound. Lob to the top. Now for Thorpe. Far side left. Now to Thornton. And a travel call against Thorpe, trying to go right to left into the lane. Price on the inbound. Now for Hamilton. Give it back to Lawson. Gives ground in the double team. It's the last touch by Howard. Shot clock now to 24. Compton's got 4 seconds to get it across the time stripe. Price. Now back to Lawson. Back to Price. Runs it left to the lane. Right-hand layup will not drop. Pinballed around. Graham picks it up. Now for Lawson. Head of the key. Three. Left of the rim. No. Dami with an offensive rebound. Comes back in the lane. Swings it off to Hamilton. Hamilton now backs it out. Top side left to Lawson. 15 to shoot. Left side Price, feeds it down to the doorstep, now back to Lawson. Now to Graham, right side Hamilton, coming left, trying to back her way in, turns left, floats it up, back of the rim, no good. Howard's got numbers the other way with Thorpe. Up the right side now, Williams on the catch. Back to Thorpe, a three ball on the way, rim no, but a whistle and a trailing foul against Coppin. Hamilton the foul, that's her first. She'll check out as the first of 3 free throws for Thorpe wouldn't drop. Marley Grenway has checked in. Second one, lipped out. Third one's on the way, rim, and it rattles home. First Howard lead comes at 4-3. Price on the catch, nearly coughed it up in the double team, and indeed, Coppin turns it over. Up the right side now to Williams. Hands it up to Thornton. Curling left, Thornton wants a three, rimming off. Offensive board to Howard. Brooklyn Fort Davis has also checked in for Howard, and the Bison turn it over with a travel. Price on the bounce. It comes into Lawson, now to Price. Over the top, now to Grenway. Grenway up the right side. Step in is on the way. It's a long two for Marley Grenway. Coppin reclaims the lead of 5-4. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. Off the glass, no good. Stick back follow is good for Brooklyn Fort Davis. .65 Howard. Price in the double team gave it up to Graham at the time stripe in the forecourt. Nearly a backcourt violation. Now Lawson's got it. Top side left. Now to Graham. Took her eye off the ball and it rolls out of bounds. Jalinda Sally will check in for the first time and replace Tommy Oliede. Now between the rings. Williams. Post entry feed to Bryant, and it's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Coppin. 4:51 to go in the first quarter. 16 left to shoot for Howard. They lead Coppin 6-5 on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Here they are, your Coppin State University cheerleaders.
Travel in confidence and enjoy the comfort of spacious studio accommodations at the Town Place Suites Baltimore BWI Airport, less than 10 miles from downtown Baltimore. Your home away from home is waiting for you. That's the Town Place Suites Baltimore BWI Airport, the official airport hotel of Coppin State Athletics. 4:51 to go in the first quarter, a 6-5 Howard lead. Williams on the bounce, head of the key. Lob it off to Bryant, throws it back door, glass and good for Brooklyn Fort Davis. She's got 4, and the lead is 8-5. Coppin turns it over in the backcourt. Left side 3 ball out of the corner. Rim it off for Thorpe. Price the rebound and run out. Top side left now for Graham between the rings. Far side of the right now to Lawson. Lawson on the bounce. Now to Graham, head of the key. Top side left to Grenway. Grenway finds Sally all alone in the lane. Turns, fires, back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Bryant. Now for Williams. Hesitation dribble, goes right to the lane, takes it in with the right hand and scores. That 2-point field goal by Yana Williams now puts her at 1,000 points in her Howard career. It's a 10-5 Bison lead. Currently on a 6-0 run. Grenway for 3, rimming off. Here comes Thornton to the forecourt, top side of the right. Right corner kick. Now for Thorpe. Reverse it back to Thornton. Top side left down to Williams. Far side left to Thorpe, nearly turned it over. 12 to shoot. Comes back into Bryant, runs it right to the lane. Glass, rim, no good. Sally the rebound, now an outlet to Lawson. Lawson into the forecourt with 3:20 to go in the first. And a 10-5 Howard lead here at Coppin State. On the bounce now Graham, feeds it inside to Sally. Jumps left to the lane, blocked away by Bryant. Here comes Williams on the run back. Steps inside the arc of the right wing, too strong off the glass. And the weak side rebound and follow is good by Thornton. She's got 5 and a timeout Coppin. They now trail Howard 12-5 here in the Coppin State Sports Network. We're back after a 30-second timeout. Out of the Coppin timeout, they trail 12-5, less than 3 to go in the first quarter. Granway finds Sally in the lane, right side to Price. Price now to Sally, and a whistle and a foul against Howard. Fort Davis the foul, that's her first. Inbound to Lawson, right corner kick to Price. Now to Sally, right of the lane, she traveled. Warren has checked in for Howard. She'll now run the show. Ayanna Warren, your side of the right. Now for Thornton. Back to Warren, far side left. Williams, a step right 3 is on the way across the rim. No good. Tipped in the air twice. Graham comes away with it. And she got tied up and then fouled by Marsh. That's her first. Howard now with her 4th team foul in the first quarter, so the next one puts Coppin at the line. 2:13 to go in the first, a 12-5 Howard lead. Bison currently on an 8-0 run after Coppin claimed a 5-4 lead. Near side left, Grenway coming right of the Lawson screen. Far side of the right to Price, she got bumped off. Williams the foul, that's her first. Team foul puts Imaya Price line left. First one hit the back of the rim and spins off. Hamilton back at the table. Second Price free throw is good, so Imaya splits a pair to make it a 12-6 Howard lead. As Lawson checks out. Here comes Warren to the forecourt, approaching out of the key. Far side left now for Williams. Williams far side left. Now for Warren out of the left corner. Thornton goes deep three, back of the rim, no. Got her own miss back, hands it off to Warren. Her 10-foot jumper comes rimming off to Chance Graham. 95 seconds to go in the first. Here comes Imaya Price to the forecourt. Hands it off to Hamilton on a ball screen. Now back to Price. Now to Sally on the far block. Draws three defenders on the ball reversal into the backcourt. Was it deflected? Graham picks it up. It was not. Off the turnover, Ward on the inbound. Now top side of the right to Williams. Back to Warren. Right corner three is on the way. Good. And Warren now makes it a 15-6 Howard lead. Graham on the catch in the forecourt. Now far side of the right. Hamilton's got it. Under a minute to go now in the first. Sally on the post entry catch, turns left. Glass rim, no good. Thornton the rebound, now to the forecourt. Right corner kick to Warren. Now back into the key. Williams threads the needle into the paint. Turning left to right is Fort Davis. She's got 6. 17-6 Howard. Closing in on 30 seconds to go in the first. Price and Hamilton playing two-man off that right side. Price now between the rings. In the hands of Hamilton. Hamilton top side of the right. Lobs it far block to Graham under the basket, trying to fight one up. Left it short, trying to fight it up again. Shot clock down to 5. She got tied up. The Arrow keeps it with Coughlin with 5 to shoot, 12.6 to go in the quarter. Tommy's back to get Sally. Top side left, Hamilton's got it. Now to Graham, head of the key, launches at the shot clock horn, back of the rim, no good. And a foul on Hamilton on the rebound, that's her second. .9 to go. Here comes Warren to the court, right of the lane. Tried to fight it up, and with 2.3, she's fouled. Or is it a dual possession situation? We have conflicting calls from the officials. Dual possession is the call. The Arrow keeps it with Howard. Warren from the baseline to inbound, looking. Deflected, right side elbow. Rimming off. For Brooklyn Fort Davis. That brings the first quarter to a close. Howard in front of Coppin, 17-6 on the Coppin State Sports Network. Moments into the second quarter, 17-6 Howard leading Coppin. Coppin has not scored a field goal since 5-4 when they reclaimed the lead. Back of the rim, no, and the Hamilton three. Grenway's got it top side left. Graham's got it head of the key. Rim it off.
This sounds good right here.
Now for Hamilton. Hamilton far side of the right. Now for Grenway, 8 to shoot. Top side of the right now. Hamilton runs it right of the lane, gave it up to Dami, gallops to the glass and scores. 17-8 Howard. Now Williams with it, top side of the right. With a minute gone by here in quarter number 2. Lob it to the doorstep. That was intended for Marsh, picked off by Dami. Now for Price. An outlet for Hamilton. She'll bring it right to left of the forecourt. Now for Grenway, far side of the right. Now to Graham, head of the key. Near side left, Hamilton. Hamilton now to the left corner to Price. Top side left. Now to Hamilton, back to Price. Now to Dami, head of the key. Into the lane again, fights one up, a lot of contact, no call. A shot clock violation against Coppin, I do believe. All three officials concurring that that attempt did not hit the rim. Now to the forecourt. Warren's got it. Far side left now to Williams. Williams on the bounce. Now back to Warren. Skip it far side left corner to Thornton. Top side left now to Williams. Williams on the bounce. Hesitation dribble. Kicks it out near side of the right. The jumper goes rimming off. No good for Warren. And it's last touch by Coppin out of bounds. Warren on the baseline, now top side left on the entry, feed to Williams. 15-foot step in, rim it off, stick back follow. Off the glass and good for Marsh. 19-8 Howard, 7:40 to go in quarter number 2. Price has a top side left, now back to Dami on the high right. Now to Hamilton on the right wing behind the arc, 15 to shoot. Now to Graham. Has a tough time catching the ball, now gathers it in, top side left. Lawson with the arm bar foul against her, called on Thornton. Get your station ID break at the next dead ball situation here on the Coppin State Sports Network. Price, a bounce in the lane to Graham, and did she get fouled on the way up? She did. As we sort out the foul, let's step out for 10 seconds. Station ID on the Coppin State Sports Network. Brooklyn Fort Davis picks up her second personal to go with 6 points. That brings Imani Bryant to the table, and Graham knocks down the front end of 2. Makes it 19-9 Howard with a free throw coming. Second one, good again. Chance now 4 points away from 1,200. 19-10 Howard as Bryant's back on. Over the top feed now. Thornton's got it. Between the rings to Williams. Far side left now to Warren. Back to Williams. Williams on the bounce. Deflected away and stolen by Coppin. Lost in the steal. The run out by Hamilton going to the left hand too strong. Dami with the rebound had it wrenched away by Warren. Warren on the bounce into the lane. Graham got a hand on it. To the corner she goes, and a quick outlet back the other way to Lawson. Lawson in the lane, throws it up. Glass rim, no good. Rebound to Howard. They'll come back in a 2-on-2. Right side Thornton thought about a three, steps left, puts the jumper on the way, and it's good. Thornton now with 7. 21-10 Howard. Far side of the right, Lawson. Now to Graham, head of the key. Fed inside, intended for Hamilton. Shoveled through the lane to Domi, and then a 3-second call. Yeah, that was pretty simple for the officials to call that, as Hamilton stepped in the lane and never left. Abby Weiss will check in to replace Alexandria Hamilton for Coppin. Closing in on 6:10 to go. First half, a 21-10 Howard lead. Howard takes a timeout, I do believe, or do they? Bryant is in some distress here on the near block. So not only did the training staff come over, the coaching staff came over as well. Yeah, and Imani Bryant is going to be helped off the floor. And she's down here to our broadcast location right. And in a lot of discomfort. In fact, Coach Burrows is now coming over as well to check on Imani Bryant. So with the injury timeout on the floor, we'll step out for a 60-second message here on the Coppin State Sports Network. So as we come back here courtside to a very hushed PEC at Coppin State University, all the concern now with Imani Bryant down here to our right, and we come back to the video replay on CoppinStateSports.com, and she seemed perfectly fine in the forecourt to our right on the near block, and then you'll see it as the shot begins to roll forward, that she was in a bit of distress, and then the training staff and coaching staff right there to her aid in a blink. So with Imani Bryant still being attended to, both teams have now headed to their respective benches. And Coach Burrows also over here observing with Coach Grace, and both training staffs looking after Imani Bryant. So again, we'll step away for a 60-second injury timeout here on the Coppin State Sports Network. So Imani Bryant for Howard is in a seated position down here to our right. And the Howard training staff looking after her, as well as the comp and training and medical staff. And one of the comp and medical staff is currently on the phone, and my guess would be that that's for a potential transport situation. And she just doesn't seem to be in a whole lot of comfort right now, to be honest with you. It's just whatever's going on, she's not comfortable at all. And to see it live again, that's just not something you want to see. So we'll step away again for the injury timeout. 6:05 to go, second quarter. 21-10. Howard leading comp on the Coppin State Sports Network.
I can't believe it. I've been playing 4-on-4 with a barbershop quartet.
Pass the ball, pass the rock. We're open, just pass the ball.
Nah, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico. Yeah.
The J.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So on reason and belief, we believe that an ambulance is en route here to the PEC to bring Imani Bryant to the closest medical facility to render additional assistance and make sure everything's all right, because just a scary situation with 6:05 to go here in this opening half. And Howard in front of Coppin, 21-10. So we'll step out, and this time on the radio side, let's step out for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll come back and give you an update on Imani Bryant. 21-10, Howard leading Coppin on the Coppin State Sports Network. That courtside here at the PEC, 6:05 to go in the opening half, and now the game has, for the right reason, taken a second seat, if you will, to Imani Bryant and the medical attention she needs down here to our right. And those watching on CommonStateSports.com, you can see it in the far right corner of the angle we currently have, and the stoppage of play is the anticipation of the arrival of EMTs and paramedics to swiftly bring Imani Bryant to the closest medical center. And just to take you back to moments ago, it was Howard entering the forecourt, and Bryant was pre-positioning on this near block area and turned and put her hands near her knees and just had an issue catching her breath, and was immediately met by the training staffs and coaching staffs as well, coming to her aid to see what the discomfort and the issue is. And she's been seated down here to our right for some time now. And again, getting into the PEC from a medical personnel standpoint, they've got to come through the loading area, which from our vantage point and on the live video stream would be to the left, baseline left, out that door, and then down an extended hallway, and then into that loading dock area. And then off of that loading dock to the left is the entrance and the H lot here at Coppin State. And the officials have also been conferring as this medical situation has begun to play itself out, and the conversation is ongoing about a brief warming up period for both teams before we get back to live action with 6:05 to go here in the second quarter. And I don't think anybody has any issue at all with the medical staff taking as much time as they need to get Imani Bryant back to great health. So with the timeout on the floor, we'll again send it back to the studio for a 3-minute and 30-second timeout here on the Coppin State Sports Network.
I thought today's show was good. Yeah, that was fun. Oh. What do you think? Let's go diagonal. It's a bad read. Really bad read.
Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. For nearly 50 years, it's also been measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately, graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
If we show emotion, we're called dramatic. If we want to play against men, we're nuts. And if we dream of equal opportunity, delusional. When we stand for something, we're unhinged.
It's Super. It's going to need to calm down.
When we're too good, there's something wrong with us. And if we get angry, we're hysterical, irrational, or just being crazy. But a woman running a marathon was crazy.
Officials tried to pull her off the course.
A woman boxing was crazy. A woman dunking? Crazy. Coaching an NBA team? Crazy. A woman competing in a hit job, changing her sport, landing a double cork 1080? Or winning 23 Grand Slams, having a baby, and then coming back for more? Crazy, 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 and crazy. So if they want to call you crazy, fine. Show them what crazy can do.
So back courtside here at the PEC, both teams are now back onto the floor as we await the arrival of EMS to attend to Imani Bryant. We're joined by the Woodlawn High School band director, and I got to ask you, what's this environment like for you guys to come in and be able to perform?
You know, I tell you, it is absolutely a great opportunity for our high schoolers to be able to play at a college game, because one thing that we always like to do is get them exposed to the next level, to get them thinking about what is life going to be like after high school. So many of our students, for the most part, they don't come from homes where parents went to college and things like that. So for a lot of them, at the end of the high school, that's it. So to put them in an environment like this, at least get that thought process going about after high school is over, what am I going to do next? So this is a great opportunity for us.
Well, I got to tell you, they had to clarify for me that this is a high school band.
Yes, sir.
Down to our left, because the sound And the quality of the sound
I appreciate it.
is college level.
I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. We work really, really hard with keeping the kids informed with not only just playing in the athletic arenas, but also playing the technical parts of playing the instrument, so that no matter what environment we're playing in, you always get a quality sound. And, quite frankly, we're very, very fortunate that we have a lot of students that have a lot of talent, but we also have some first-time students over there that literally just picked up the instrument in September when they first came to high school.
This is a very unique situation.
It is.
That you find your band in tonight. We
It
have
is.
the tragic passing of an NBA icon, Kobe Bryant, and now
yeah.
we have a medical situation here with
Sure.
Imani Bryant of Howard and getting the medical attention that she needs.
Yeah.
How do you walk the kids through such an emotional day? And again, the national anthem performance was outstanding, but it was subdued.
It was. And it's unfortunate that, as students, they kind of go through those emotions they can't necessarily identify, but they feel, and I kind of figure like Kobe Bryant, he has touched so many lives that he has never even met personally. And, we talk to students a lot about, how life is so precious that you have to really embellish every moment, because you never know when it's going to be over. And so to help them understand the importance of that and make sure that they are putting forth their best in a performance, because, again, you never know who you touch, that it's important that our performances are always high quality. So that's a very, very important point to recognize. Yes, sir.
And as subdued as it was of a national anthem performance,
yeah,
then the emotions of the opening half, right?
Sure,
And then
sure.
the pep band, if you will, type of
environment,
movement,
yeah.
environment, and then the emotion that you're trying to create.
Yeah.
And it was really a kind of a night and day moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. We tell our students all the time, especially men in the performance mode, that, you don't necessarily want to perform for the person that hears you day after day or game after game. You really want to perform for that person who's never seen you before, because you never know what effect you're going to have on their life. Somebody came here today, they may have had a hard day at work, lost of a loved one, and just happened to be coming to to a college basketball game, and listen over and say, oh, there's a band over there. Oh, my goodness, they're playing something that I really like or that I heard before. And, oh, my God, look how well they sound. So it really does help with bringing up the emotion in the game. I think that's very important.
As a society, right?
Right.
We pay a lot of attention. A lot of us make a living at it doing the athletic thing,
Sure.
right? The kids going up and down the floor. But they've got to have another outlet, right? The athlete has the athletic outlet.
Absolutely.
And then you've got the band kids, not just to say that they're not in the athletic field, because many kids play a different sport and then
Sure.
play in the band.
Sure.
But you've got the student band member as well.
Sure.
That's got their outlet.
Sure. Well, one thing that we like to always initiate in our group is that we're a part of the atmosphere. We're at work. When a person comes here, it's not just a basketball game going on. You have a band there that's a part of the atmosphere. And to be an intricate part of that, to weave yourself into that so that when a person comes, they really have not just a basketball experience, but a musical experience. When they all come together, it's really a beautiful thing.
So now the fans in attendance, right, they've seen a medical emergency. And again, Imani Bryant's going to get world-class care
Sure.
going forward. She already has it right now on the floor. We're just waiting on the EMTs and paramedics to get
Sure.
here. Now you got a world-class environment to close out a first half, get into the second half. How do you get the kids ready now, having seen what they've just seen?
Sure.
And then go back to playing, it's a basketball game.
Because we have to, the students have to understand that we're always in performance mode. And you can't allow the environment or your situation or circumstance to affect your obligation of fulfilling that obligation of being in the performance mode. We talk to students a lot of times, especially in the fall, because we do a lot of things. And fall is different for us because we have a lot of new students who are coming into the environment and have never played in a band like this before. And so we teach them what we call performance mode and showtime, and what that means. And that means that no matter what the environment, you have an obligation to fulfill. And you can't allow situations and circumstances to control that obligation. And so while we're in a band environment, what it does is it teaches a life lesson. That, you may have a situation where you're at work and, man, it could have been crummy traffic, but you still got to perform. You may have a situation where there's something that happened at home. You and the wife maybe didn't get along, but you still have an obligation and a duty to fulfill at that position because somebody's life is dependent upon it. So, being able to help them understand that no matter what the situation, circumstances, you still have to stay in performance mode and fulfill that duty helps them for when they actually go out there in real life and experience that in a real life situation.
I misspoke, and as we did this on the fly, I didn't get a proper introduction. Todd Bartley and
Robert Holland.
Robert
Pleasure to
Holland
meet you.
of
Yes,
the
sir.
Woodlawn High School band. What does the fall look like for you all from a performance standpoint?
Performance standpoint, when we come in, we start school, and I tell you, I really have been blessed with some dedicated students. Typically, well, we're in Baltimore County, so school starts officially after Labor Day. We bring the kids back second week in August. And I tell you, this year I must have had 70 kids out there. And we will head up there from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. And, we'll march them up and down the field and teach them different band techniques and performing in all types of weather at night, hot during the day, cold during the evening. And they are dedicated to come there night after night after night. And it teaches them to really put the best foot forward, even if they're their first time on the field. So that helps us then transition into the school year. And typically how it works at our high school is that the first week of school, that Friday is the first game. And, when people come, they come not only for a football game, they come to hear a band. And they don't really care if it's your first time on the instrument. They want to see a show. And we owe it to them to give them the best show possible that we can give them.
Well, EMS has now made their way here. Imani Bryant has been moved to a stretcher down here to our right. And both teams are ready to go back to playing basketball here in mere moments. The entire Howard coaching staff and roster has come over. Coppin is also making their way over as a team to give their best to Imani Bryant. I believe Howard also had a moment of reflection here a little bit ago. I think Coppin did this exact same thing. And kind of puts it in perspective for you as Imani Bryant's now headed to a medical facility here in very short order. So with both teams now heading back onto the floor, just really appreciate the visit. And again, keep the sound moving, man.
Thank
It sounds
you so
awesome.
much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll send it out for a timeout of about 2 minutes. Come back with a resumption of play. 6:05 to go, opening half. Howard 21, Coppin 10 on the Coppin State Sports Network. So all of our thoughts and prayers with Imani Bryant for a speedy recovery. 6:05 to go, second quarter, 21-10. Howard leading Coppin as we go back to live action. Far side, left side, three. Thornton with it. The stick back follow is good for Jayla Miles. Miles checked in out of the stoppage, makes it 23-10 Howard. Top side left to Price. Now to Lawson. Right side to Weiss. Now to Lawson. Gave it up to Graham. Now to Domi. Far side right to Graham. Now back to Weiss. Head of the key. Now for Lawson. Takes it left of the lane with 7 to shoot. Trying to turn back to her right. 5 to shoot and hold everything. A foul on the floor called on Warren. That's her first. Grenway checking back in. Weiss will check out. 5:28 to go in this opening half. Lawson on the catch, wants a three, good. Leah Lawson's second three, give her 6, make it 23-13 Howard. 5:15 to go in the half. Graham with a steal on the inbound. A post-entry feed to Miles. Graham runs it strong and scores, and then landed awkwardly. Chance now with 4. 23-15 Howard. Now to Warren on the bounce, in between the rings. Top side of the right. Now for Williams. Give it up to Thornton. Left side jumper, rimming off. Marsh with a rebound, lost it. Here comes Lawson on the run back. Now for Graham. Far side of the right to Grenway. Grenway looking. Now to Graham in the right corner. Back head of the key. Now in the hands of Lawson. Gave it up to Graham. Her 3, wide left. Now for Williams. Williams approaching head of the key. Kick it out to the right corner. Thornton with a step left. It's on the way. Rim, no. Graham with a weak side rebound. Now for Lawson. Lawson on the bounce. Now across the time stripe into the forecourt. Now to Graham, head of the key. Now for Price, coming right at the Graham screen. Line to the lane. Kick it out far side of the right to Grenway and out of bounds. 3:48 to go in the first half. It's now Howard 23, Coppin 15. Back after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Fans, catch us on the go. ESPN is proud to be the official national broadcast partner of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. For more information on the ESPN family of networks, including ESPN Plus, call your local cable operator or satellite provider or log on to ESPN.com. 3:40 and rolling here in the second quarter. 23-15, Howard the lead on the ball. Post-entry feed. Graham knocks it away, out of bounds. It was intended for Jalen Miles. On the catch, facing, firing, back of the rim, no, for Jalen Miles. So Coppin with less than 3.5 to go in the second quarter can cut this 8-point gap. And we've got all kind of traffic on the right of the lane. The foul is assessed, I believe, on Marsh. It's her second. Price from the baseline looking. Top side left now for Lawson. Lawson on the bounce, going right to left. Left of the lane floater across the iron, no good. Rebound to Williams. Williams out of the forecourt, approaching head of the key. Set of the right to Warren, down to the doorstep, no good for Miles. Here comes Price for Coppin the other way, less than 3 to go in the half. Lawson with it now for Dami. Now for Grenway. Back to Lawson, 12 to shoot. Right side Dami, now to Price with 7 to shoot. Coming left to the Dami screen. A hoisted 3, glass no good. Warren over the top, now to Williams. Williams. Right side, and the post-entry feed intended for Marsh, picked off by Graham. Now to Price, hands it back now to Lawson. 2:20 to go in the half. Lawson now for Graham. Graham head of the key, far side of the right now to Lawson. Post entry feed to Graham, far block, fights it up, rim, no, but a whistle and a foul. Marsh picks up her third. That brings Brooklyn Fort Davis back in. 6 points, 2 fouls. Graham line left, puts it on the way. It's good. Makes it 23-16 Howard. Second one's on the way, good. Graham now with 6, now at 1,200 career points. And a 6-point deficit as Coppin has now rattled off 7 unanswered. Post entry feed to Fort Davis. She turned right and got fouled trying to fight it up through Aaliyah Lawson. That's her first. Coppin's first in the second quarter. Comes at 1:53 remaining. Fort Davis puts it on the way, back of the rim, no good. Second one on the way, good. Fort Davis split a pair, she's got 7. 24-17 Howard. 1:45 to go in the opening half. Lawson over the top of the press, now to Price, back to Graham, back to Lawson. High right feed to Domi, looking. Now to Graham, head of the key. Step back three is on the way, and it's good. Chance Graham. Graham with 9 all in the second quarter. Coppin within 4 at 24-20. And it's turned over by Howard. It was intended for Thornton. It's a 10-1 Coppin run after trailing by 13. 1:20 to go in the half. And again, I'm not making light of this by any stretch of the imagination. But it's after the injury to Amani Bryant that this has happened. We always talk about the emotions of the moment and everything else. Price, rim it off. She's fouled on the way up, I believe, by Miles. Indeed, that's the call. That's her first. And again, anytime any team sees a teammate in distress, there can be an emotions of the moment situation. And Coppin right now is climbing back into this game. Price makes it 24-21. Second attempt on the way. Rim it off. Graham into the mix to get the rebound. Coppin down 3, under a minute to go in the half. Lawson with it high right. Looked for Graham. She picked up the bounce. Now to Graham in the jump circle. Trying to hand it back to Lawson. Comes near side left to Price. 5 to shoot. Now to Graham. Steps it right and kicks it out right side. Domi at the horn. Cans it. Coppin down 1, 24-23. Closing in on 25 seconds remaining in the opening half. Here's Miles. And now to Thornton. Near side right. Thorpe almost turned it over. Now to Williams. Step in off that left side. Rim it off. Rebound to Graham. Shot clock turned off. 13 to go in the half. Coppin can hold for 1 and potentially claim the lead. Top side right. A deep 3 for Lawson comes up empty. At the end of the first half, it's now Howard 24, Coppin 23. However, Coppin was down 23-10. And they go on a 13-1 run to close the half and make the margin just 1. And again, Chance Graham with 9 points in this second quarter to get Coppin right back in it again. Imani Bryant, thoughts and prayers to her as she had to exit this game with 6:05 to go in the second quarter. And to a local medical facility dealing with an unknown medical emergency as Coach Dwayne Burrows now joins me courtside. And, Coach, first and foremost, all the thoughts and prayers with Imani Bryant.
Yeah, it's disappointing, especially after everything else that's been going on in the world. You don't want to see that happen to a kid. You know, I think I may have been the first person to notice. He's just out there holding her chest, and that's not good. That's not good.
So now
hopefully she was talking, and, you know, she was coherent and everything. So hopefully it's just something minor. Maybe just got hit in the chest, and she'll come right back.
So, Coach, I got to ask you, an early deficit in the second quarter, 23-10. What a response to close out the half, 13-1.
We started sluggish and we started slow, and I mean the pace of the game is where I want it. We don't want to get into a foot race with them. They're too quick for that. So we're slowing the ball down. We're getting the possessions. We just got to be more active on the offensive end of the floor. And I just think it's going to be a decent basketball game. We can control it for the second half.
Key to the second half?
Limit our turnovers, and we got to score. You know, we got to score. I'm not worried about transition buckets. I'm worried about us getting back in transition. We did a pretty decent job of that in the first half. I think in the second half we got to convert some of these easy baskets. Jalinda has to score the ball in the paint. She could be so dominant tonight if she just scored the ball.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
All right, thank you.
There it is, head coach Dwayne Burrows here at the break. A very emotional first half. 24-23. Howard with the lead on Coppin. We're back after this timeout with some of the numbers here on the Coppin State Sports Network.
If we show emotion, we're called dramatic. If we want to play against men, we're nuts. And if we dream of equal opportunity, delusional. When we stand for something, we're unhinged.
It's Super. It's going to need to calm down.
When we're too good, there's something wrong with us. And if we get angry, we're hysterical, irrational, or just being crazy. But a woman running a marathon was crazy.
Officials tried to pull her off the course.
A woman boxing was crazy. A woman dunking? Crazy. Coaching an NBA team? Crazy. A woman competing in a hijab, changing her sport, landing a double cork 1080, or winning 23 Grand Slams, having a baby, and then coming back for more? Crazy, 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 and crazy. So if they want to call you crazy, fine. Show them what crazy can do.
The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. For nearly 50 years, it's also been measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately, graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
The leader of this Pittsburgh defense is not getting up.
The ripple effect of our actions can be enormous.
Just never give up. No matter what nobody tell you, just keep moving.
I'm gonna love you forever. You're giving me the most precious moment.
10:75. Somebody tell you we can't do something, I guess we'll just show them.
Williamson thundering dunk.
The 45 jerseys being placed on the mound.
Don't forget to stay social with your favorite conference.
That courtside of the PEC here at the break. Todd Barley with you on our cast of thousands. Corey's to my left. Bob is in master control again. Imani Bryant, our thoughts and prayers are with you after the medical emergency with 6:05 to go here in the opening half. 17-6 Howard with the early lead. They closed the first quarter on an 8-1 run after Coppin had a 5-4 lead. So they ran that run to 13-1. Pardon me, instead of 8-1, 13-1. And in the second quarter, a 23-10 Howard advantage. And then Coppin has now closed the half on a 13-1 run of their own. Lawson missing the three at the horn. Just wide left to potentially give Coppin the lead back. So at the break, it's 24-23 Howard in front of Coppin. On the other side of the timeout, we'll bring you the individual numbers of the opening half here on the Coppin State Sports Network. 24-23, Howard leading Coppin at the break individually. For Howard off their bench. Miles with a 2, Warren with a 3. For Davis with a team high of 7. Bryant, as I previously mentioned, exited the game with 6:05 to go in the half with the medical emergency. Marsh with 2. Thorpe with a free throw make. Williams with 2, now at 1,000 points in her career. And Jayla Thornton was held to 7. For Coppin off their bench, Weiss saw time along with Jalinda Sally. They didn't tally. Riley Grenway with a 2. Starters, Hamilton's been held scoreless. Bryce with 2 free throws. Dami's got 4. Lawson with 6, including 2 threes. Chance Graham surpasses the 1,200-point plateau with 9 points in the opening half. She got there with her first 6. Back with the third quarter after this timeout and the station ID break here on the Coppin State Sports Network. Howard with the 1-point lead and the ball to start things here in the third quarter, up 24-23. Williams has it, far side of the right. Now for Thorpe. Now to Williams, ducks in with a right-hand floater. Back of the rim, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Hamilton. Now for Lawson. Into the forecourt. Lawson approaching head of the key, now for Graham. Graham, center of the lane, now to Dami. Deflected to the right corner. Hamilton, clean look at a 3. It's on the way, good. Hamilton's first 3 of the night, and Coppin back in front, 26-24. 9:15 to go in the third. Thorpe now to Williams. Williams, a step-in 3 off the right wing, front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Hamilton, races back in a 2-on-3, now backs it out. Hands it off to a trailing Lawson, now back to Hamilton. Hamilton now to Graham. Now to Price, high left. Price coming around the Graham screen, lost it. Going into the lane, last touched, I believe, by Howard. 15 to shoot, 8:51 to go in the third. Far side left, Graham's got it. Step in from 15, lift the rim and out. Weak side rebound to Williams. Williams tried to zip it to the far block, picked off. Here comes Lawson, runs it to the near side right. Hamilton now backs it out. She'll reset it with 20 to shoot. Now around the Graham screen, hands it off to Dami. Top side left, 12 to shoot. Now to Price going left, and she traveled. Coppin up 26-24, 8:19 to go in the third. I have no idea what the debris was on the floor. Just outside the free throw line. Williams near side left. Now post entry feed on the near block. That's a travel. Michaela Manette, the freshman out of Chicago, Illinois, tried that gathering step and got called for the travel. Grenway's back for Coppin. Lawson for Grenway, and she's out of bounds on the catch. Thorpe on the inbound now for Williams. Williams top side left. Out of the corner to Thornton. Back to Williams. Far side of the right. Now for Thorpe. 15 to shoot. Top side left now to Thornton. She wants a three. It's good. Thornton's second three. She's got 10 in the game. And a 27-26 Howard lead. Up the left side this time for Coppin. Hamilton to the right corner. Grenway wants an answer three. Right of the rim, no. Graham had the loose ball. It's on the floor. Grenway sits down with the ball. And Coppin retains possession with the arrow in their favor. For Graham, top side left. Now high left side for Grenway. Bounce it back to Graham. She wanted to step left three and traveled before the attempt. Miles back for Howard. She's going to replace Michaela Manette. 7-10 and counting here in the third. A 27-26 Howard lead. Right side Thornton. Back top side of the right now to Williams. Williams head of the key, near side left. She gave it up to Thorpe. Thorpe goes to the doorstep and fouled, I believe, by Jalinda Sally, who just checked back in for Coppin. That's her first. Thorpe got the first and the second. 29-26, Howard with the lead. Grenway on the catch near the time stripe. Now to Sally into the forecourt. Lawson now to Grenway, now to Graham, far side left. Hamilton on the catch. Going left of the lane, out for Graham. Now to Sally, head of the key. Right corner three ball is on the way. Front of the rim, no, for Grenway. Run down by Thorpe going the other way, 1-on-3. Goes left of the lane. Put it off a shoot top, turning right in the lane. We got a whistle and a foul on the attempt by Miles. Hamilton with her third. She'll check out. Nemaya Price checks back in. Miles line left, puts it on the way and good. She now has 3. Makes it 30-26 Howard. Second one on the way, good. 31-26. Miles now with 4. Price coming left to right. Over the top feed and on the catch. It's Ford Davis on the steal. She kicks it right side. Thornton another 3. She's got 13. Now 34-26. Coppin took a lead of 26-24. Since then, Howard's on a nice little run. Deflected away from Grenway out of bounds. 18 to shoot. Down to the doorstep, Sally with a block. Miles with the block on Sally, pardon me. Now for Thornton. Thornton with it, far side of the right, now to Williams. Williams approaching head of the key. Lobs it off to Fort Davis, kicks it out far side of the right. Running to the right side, I believe that was Thornton. She missed it right at the rim, got her own miss back. Make it Thorpe, and she scores. 36-26 Howard. Left side, Grenway for 3, rimming off. Weak side rebound to Sally. Hits Lawson, head of the key. Now back to Grenway, top side left. Now to Price. Nearly halfway home here in the third. 9 to shoot for Coppin. Graham, left side to Price. Now back head of the key to Lawson. Lawson hands it off to Price. Step in 3, back of the rim, no good. Williams, a long outlet down the floor. Rim, it trickled off of the attempt for Thornton. Got her miss back, score it, and a foul on Lawson. She'll have the free throw after a timeout. It's now Howard, 38, Coppin 26, back after this 60-second timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Fans drink Pepsi because, well, that's what I like. Pepsi, the official drink of Coppin State Athletics. We haven't actually pulled the table. I have a sneaking suspicion that's what everybody likes. So Thornton with the and one free throw. She's got 16. Near disaster. Corey's ducking underneath the table. 39-26. I was ready, pen in hand again. Gone. He was just totally gone. 4:50 to go in the third. 39-26. Howard leading Coppin. Far side left, traveling call against Hamilton. Graham on the catch with the steal. Graham high left. Now near side of the right. Hamilton line to the lane, lost the handle. Here comes Thorpe on the run back, right of the lane. Into the corner now to Williams. Now to Thorpe, top side of the right. A three ball is good again for Thornton. She's got 19. She's got 12 in the quarter. 42-26. Howard with the lead. Here comes Howard again after the block and run back. For Davis out of the right corner now to Thorpe. Runs it right of the lane, fights it up over Sally. Back of the rim, no. Graham the rebound. Quickly away now to Price, now to Hamilton. 3:25 to go in the third. Coppin went up 26-24. And I believe it's 18 unanswered. Chance Graham knocks it down. She's got 11. 42-28. Now for Williams, head of the key. Right side now to Thorpe. On the bounce high left, now for Williams. Near side left, and Thornton traveled. Off the bounce, it comes to Graham. Graham comes to a screeching halt in the backcourt. Now for Lawson into the forecourt. Lawson left of the lane, kicked it out to Grenway. Grenway wants a three, back of the rim, no. Graham knocked it free and out of bounds. Head of the key now to Thorpe. Right side Thornton. Post entry feed far side right to Fort Davis. Out of the window, no good. Sally the rebound. Did she get fouled? I believe she did. Third team foul on Howard here in the third quarter. Fort Davis now with her third. Into the forecourt now. Lawson with it. Steps around Thorpe, left side Grenway. Out of the corner. Reverse it back now for Price. Now for Lawson, high right. Lawson steps in, head of the key. The jumper, rim and off. And now we're going the other way on a foul against Coppin. Sally, I believe, with her second. Fourth on Coppin as a team. 1:50 to go here in the third. Left side three ball, rim no for Thorpe. Weak side board. And finish for Miles. She's got 6. 44-28, Howard. Lawson with it. Stepping right to left. Now for Sally, head of the key. Down to Price. Price now to Graham. 10 to shoot. Sally with a fadeaway left of the lane. Last rim, no good. Here comes Thorpe with 75 seconds to go in the third. Up the left side, Thornton wants another three. Hard off the back iron, no good. Weak side follow for Williams, creeps across the rim and drops in. She's got 4. 46-28 Howard. Right side Grenway, now between the rings to Lawson. Lawson on the bounce, high right. Now back to Price, now to Sally. Sally had it poked away, gets it back and lost it again. Here comes Thorpe with 40 seconds to go in the third. Ran it ahead and is fouled on the way up. And now Price and Sally and a couple of Howard players exchanging words and maybe a little more. So now the officials are going to send both teams back to their respective benches, I should say, and I believe a technical foul has been called, I believe, on Coach Burrows. And another technical, and he's gone. So Dwayne Burrows has been ejected from this game with back-to-back technical fouls with 39.5 to go in the third. So now let's see what happened here. Price, I believe, with the foul. And then contact between Imaya Price and I believe Jayla Miles. And then the square off began underneath the basket. So the officials are at the scorer's table presently with 39.5 to go in this third quarter. And then it looks like Miles took exception. And Coach Burrows now exiting to my right. Yeah, the officials are coming our way now to sort everything out on the additional technical fouls and any other ejections that may be forthcoming.
Nothing on the screen? Should be cutting it down. Huh?
So now the officials they want the in-house monitor to go to a different look. And now they're going to the most recent possession. Which got everything started. So now they'll back it up to the most recent possession, and here we go. So what they're sorting out right now is who the Initial shooter would have been Gia Thorpe. I believe she was fouled by Emiah Price.
Forward, or you say rewind it?
Rewind it just a little bit. Okay, now play.
Game speed.
Game speed. I'm gonna tell you when to pause it. Stop. Okay. 13 blue. It was never hers. Technical foul. Player substitute technical foul. 13 blue. Then we have the shooter. 10. She retaliated.
So currently what's going on is they are sorting out personals and technicals. Beyond Coach Burrows having already gotten 2 technical fouls and an ejection.
Whoever's running the camera, take it off of them. Stop. Take it off of them. Take it off the monitor. Just so long as this is not up there.
That's better. I'm sorry, did you say rewind?
That's better. No, that's, yeah. That's better.
So to this point, and I'm not going to put it out there until the officials make it official, but there are multiple fouls coming both ways.
Yeah, I can.
So let's rewind to the beginning of the play and then go slow. That way we can focus. Okay, now, that's good. Now let's just start it slow. Forward, slow. We got the personal foul. She actually did it. Yeah. Stop for a second. She did that. No, I'm sorry. The foul is so, okay, no, you got it for the second. No. Yeah, you got her for the second. And then number 13 retired. Okay, slow motion. We're going to turn. Okay, keep going. Her teammates get her teammate stop. So she's going in. As a pencil. I was there for that. She's coming to get her. Okay, slow.
Here's what I can tell you. As the massive humanity started, there is a potential additional foul as well.
45.
Then the other issue you have potentially is as they begin to separate players, you have folks leaving the bench area, which can sometimes create technical foul situations as well. Yeah, Dwayne Burrows came all the way down to the forecourt. and he has subsequently been ejected. And now our third official is going to come in and get a look at the replay as well so that everyone can concur on the fouls.
Play it slow or game speed?
The score currently stands at 46-28 Howard, 39.5 to go in the third. This game's had a little bit of everything. The medical emergency with 6:05 to go in the second quarter with Imani Bryant, who's now been transported to a local hospital, and now we've had a situation here late stages third quarter of Coach Burrows being ejected with double technical after a square off situation under the basket to our left. I don't give the officials a lot of credit with everything they've had to deal with in this game. They've taken all the necessary time. They're sorting this out very methodically because there may be a double technical situation as well on any number of players both ways.
Oh, that was still 13. That's still 13.
I have a sneaking suspicion that at least one player, if not two, may be exiting this game early. We'll have to double check. And just a senseless situation here at the end of the third. I'll tell you what, the terminology that's being used right now by the officials to go in there and sort this out, and these are never easy situations, it's outstanding. They've gone in and seeing who was actively participating and then who is actively trying to separate everybody. That's outstanding. That really, really is the work that they just put in right there. So to my count, there's at least 3 more technicals coming. At least 3. And maybe a player leaving early. Maybe.
No. 3 techs, maybe 4 players. And the head coach.
And Dwayne Burrows has already been teed up twice and ejected. Gary Williams patiently waiting to make this announcement with all of the technical fouls. There was also a personal foul at the inception of the play.
Inception, SAT words. This guy, that's more like a GMAT. That's grad school. Inception, that was more like grad school. That was GREs. This dude, what are we going to do with this guy? That's GRE. That was GRE. That was grad school level.
So I believe there's one on Price. That's a personal that got it all started. Thorpe most likely is getting a technical foul. Jalinda Sally may be picking up a technical foul. And it sounded like Jayla Miles, that would be the fourth person involved, maybe getting a technical foul. But we'll wait on the officials to sort this all out. And then the question becomes, did Burroughs get run because he crossed the time stripe trying to separate, or did he get run for saying something? So now Ty Grace goes over, and Coach Carnell Arrington now stepping into the meeting at half court as the officials begin to sort things out with both coaches. And kudos to Corey to my left, because that was a lot to unpack. It was full speed, game speed, then it was slow motion replay. A lot of back and forth with the official, sorting it all out. And we stand at 39.5 seconds to go third quarter, with Howard in front 46-28. A 22-5 third quarter as it stands right now. In favor of Howard. Now each foul is being walked through and explained. And this is exactly what they did here at the table. They went player by player, moment by moment, through the get-together. They really, really did. So here comes an explanation.
Okay, so we have a common foul on 10 goals. All right? Then we have technical foul and intentional foul on 10 goals, which will result in her ejection. Okay? 13 blue. We have an intentional foul and a technical foul on 13 blue, which will result in her ejection. We have a technical foul on 45 gold, and we have a technical foul on 20 blue. All right? We have 2 technical fouls on the coach. So we're going to shoot 2 shots for the common foul, 4 shots for the 2 technical fouls, and then blue will get the ball at the division line. Okay?
Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, here it is. And if you didn't hear that in the crowd, Mike, here it is. Common foul on Amaya Price. Intentional foul, then a technical foul on Amaya Price. She's been ejected with 39.5 to go in the third. She'll finish the night with 10. Her initial common foul is going to result in 2 free throws for Howard, which were going to be taken, I believe, by Gia Thorpe, number 13. Well, Gia Thorpe just picked up 2 technicals, and with 39.5 to go in the third, she's been ejected. Her night will finish with 5 points. Additional technical fouls each way. 1 on Jalinda Sally, that's her third of the night. Technical foul on Jayla Miles. There are going to be 4 technical free throws shot. And blue will have it at the division line Additionally, the already assessed 2 technical fouls on Dwayne Burrows, and he was ejected as well. That's 3 different ejections. Head coach for Coppin, Emiah Price for Coppin, and now Gia Thorpe for Howard.
So we have intentional, technical, intentional, technical, both gone, technical, head coach. Gone, yeah.
And as Gary Williams brings it to you as well. Now the foul shots will begin with Ayanna Warren. And I got to tell you, as people began to get into the fray, the officials used a lot of discretion to not assess additional technicals with everybody else getting in the mix. So now Warren steps in, line left. First one, no good. 5 more free throws forthcoming. Second common foul free throw is good. Makes it 47-28. Howard. Pardon me, that was the first 2 technicals. And now Thornton knocks it down. She's got 20. 48-28. This is the second set of technical fouls. And Thornton got them both. She's got 21. 49-28. Thornton now with 22, 50-28. So it's 5 out of 6. Thornton now with 23, and it makes it 51-28. Thornton now to inbound. Dami's checking back in. Shower placed Jalinda Sally. Inbound now to Warren. Top side left to Thornton. Head of the key now to Williams. Near side left to Thornton. Nearly lost it. Goes left corner to get it. Now back to Warren. Right side Williams. Fires it up. Back of the rim. No good. Graham knocked it free. Here comes Lawson. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds to go in the third. Grenway. Now for Lawson. Top side of the right now to Hamilton. Hamilton head of the key. Top side left now to Graham. Feeds it in the lane. Turning right is Dami. Glass rim. It trickles in. Dami now with 6. 4 seconds to go in the third. Step in 3 off the right side for Warren. Back of the rim. No good. Through 3, it's now Howard 51, Coppin 30 on the Coppin State Sports Network. Great look at Carnell Arrington. He's now running the show. 27-7. Howard in the third. 51-30 going to the fourth. Grenway now to Dami. Turns in the lane. Swings it near side right to Hamilton. Hamilton coming back to her left. Now head of the key. Lawson wants a three, and it's good. 51-33 Howard. Early stages, fourth quarter. Williams near side left to Warren. Now for Thornton. Down to the doorstep. It was deflected. Last touched by Michaela Minette and out of bounds. Graham, intended for Grenway, turned over. On the run back, underside of the rim for Williams. And we got a step out called on Howard. Graham on the catch. With the pen. With the pen. And again, Corey ducking for cover again. Graham, top side left, wants a three, it's good. 51-36. Graham's three now with 14. Coppin down by 15. A minute 10 into the fourth. Down to the doorstep. Big catch, attempted finish, wouldn't drop, but a foul on the return trip for Minette. My understanding is they've just lost that last 30 seconds of replay on that awkward catch at half court. Minette's second. She can't get either one of them to drop. Graham the rebound. Here comes Aaliyah Lawson approaching head of the key. On the bounce high left. Around the Graham screen. Now to Dami head of the key. Finds a wide open Hamilton, and then the lane got shut off and she got called for a travel. Marsh and Miles are back for Howard. Right side three won't drop. Graham with the block on the Marsh follow. Here comes Hamilton. Hamilton now for Graham, head of the key. Far side left. Now for Lawson. Lawson now for Dami, head of the key. Near side of the right. Grenway with it. Looking, bounce it off for Graham, picked off. Here comes Williams on the run out. Right of the lane, glass and good. 53-36 Howard. Now for Graham. Grenway with it, top side of the right. Now for Dami, right of the lane, turned it over. Here comes Williams over the top. Warren on the catch. Step in just off that left side, inside the arc. Rimming off, got her own miss back. And now backs it out in a timeout, Howard. 7:20 to go, fourth quarter. It's now Howard 53, Coppin 36. Back after a 60-second timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. So here's a great look off the deflection at half court. And the catch. Not quite Dwight Clark with the big game in the offing, but a catch nonetheless. Because the last one was not good. Deflected away by Chance Graham as Miles tried a post-entry feed. Now Lawson's got it, back to Graham, another three on the way, good again. Chance was 17. 53-39 Howard. Now for Warren. Left of the lane, Marsh, into the lane, fights it up, rim no, Graham with a rebound. Now to Lawson, top side of the right. Hamilton's got it, coming back to her left. Now to Graham, far side left. Lawson to the corner, Grenway wants a three, rimming off. Graham battling again for the rebound. And it's tied up, and it's coming back to Howard with 6:29 to go. Into the forecourt now, Marsh on the catch. Hands it back to Warren. Far side of the right, Williams. Now for Thornton. And a foul call, I believe, on Grenway. Her first. Thornton line left. Now with 24. She'll make it 55-39, now with 25. Hamilton with it, now to the forecourt. Head of the key, three for Lawson, it's good. She's got 12, 55-42. Howard with the lead, Warren. Now on the bounce, finds Marsh left elbow, takes it left of the lane, right into Dami, and a blocking foul call on Dami, that's her first. Back of the rim note from Marsh. So Thornton just went over her season high, scoring 23 at George Mason on the 21st of December. Marsh split a pair. She now has 3 points. Ford Davis replaces Miles. 56-42 Howard. Graham has it stolen by Williams. Williams runs it right of the lane. Glass rim, no, but a whistle and a foul, I believe, on Lawson. It'll be her third. It is. Williams now with 7. Surpassing 1,000 points earlier tonight in her Howard career, 57-42 now. Second one's good, 58-42. In the backcourt, now to the forecourt. What a job. I know she didn't mean to, but that's how it turned out for Lawson. She threw it into a spot in the forecourt. It got deflected back to her. She ran it to the forecourt. And then a foul call against Howard. Williams now with her second. Chance Graham couldn't believe it either. She's put her hand right over her face. Now Lawson's got it. That's Howard's first foul, by the way, in the fourth quarter. Step right three for Lawson off the left wing, rim it off. And Marsh collects loose ball, and now Williams has it. Head of the key to Warren. Far side of the right to Williams. Williams on the bounce, right of the lane, and I believe Diamond Adams with the foul. Her first. Abby Weiss checks in, replaces Diamond Adams. Line left, the free throw is on the way and good. (59-42) Howard. Second one. Front of the rim, no. Graham the rebound. An outlet for Hamilton, out of the forecourt. Right side, Lawson. Now for Dami. Now to Graham. Backdoor feed to Weiss. Kicks it out right side. A three ball on the way. Wide left. Out of the hand of Lawson. Williams. Up the floor now to Warren. Can't get it to drop. Graham got a block. And I believe Weiss coming over with a loose ball. Into the forecourt now to Hamilton. Left of the lane. Feeds it near side. Dami with an and one. (59-44) and a free throw coming. Fort Davis the foul, her fourth. It brings us to the under 5 media timeout. 4:33 to go. Is it enough time for Coppin to make a comeback? We'll find out next. Down 59-44 on the Coppin State Sports Network. .433 to go. 59-44 Howard leading Coppin. Dami Oliede line to the right with an and one free throw forthcoming. Front of the rim, no good. To the floor they go again, and a tie-up. Arrow's going to keep it with Coppin. Four and a half to go. Is it enough time for Coppin to come all the way back? Off the inbound, Lawson finds Dami, left of the lane, glass and good. Dami's got 10. 59-46. Left side, Warren going baseline left, kick it out high right. A three on the way, rim glassing off for Thornton. Graham tied it up again, going for the rebound as she and Fort Davis came together. This time the arrow with Howard. Top side of the right, Williams. Feeds it near side left to Warren. Warren, far side of the right to Williams. Williams on the bounce, kicks it out right corner. Floater on the way, across the iron, no for Thornton. Stick back for Marsh, blocked by Graham. Dami's got the ball and then got fouled. Thornton with her second. Up the floor now to Adams, far side left. Now for Graham. Back to Lawson, right side, Diamond Adams. 15 to shoot. Dami all alone on the near doorstep. Steps in, right of the rim. No, Graham tried to fight it up. She's fouled. Marsh with her fourth. And as animated as Chance Graham was after being fouled, the officials right in the mix going, that's enough. Chance lips the rim, it pops out. Coppin trying to cut it to 12. Rim and it rattles home. Graham now with 18. 59-47, Coppin within 12, 3.5 to go. Warren spins into the forecourt. Left side penetration move, count it in the foul for Fort Davis. She's got 9, Dami picks up her second. For Davis's and one free throw is good. (62-47). And a foul call on Thornton. That's her third. That's the 5th Howard team foul, so now 2 free throws, line to the right for Chance Graham. Graham split the pair, but I believe a lane violation on Howard. Graham's free throw is good. Makes it 62-49. Howard with the lead, 3:10 to go. Coppin a steal, and Williams picks up her third and may have rolled an ankle in the process. Trying to stretch it out back near the time stripe. Lawson now with 13 with a free throw make. 62-50 Howard, 3:10 to go. Second one's on the way, back of the rim, no. Adams runs down the loose ball rebound, now to Hamilton, left side. Lawson to the doorstep, off the window, way too strong. Ball got jarred free, and here comes Howard the other way. Over the top feed to Williams. Down to the doorstep, Marsh, she'll score with the left hand. 64-50, here comes Lawson. Lawson on the bounce with 2:40 to go. Hamilton top side of the right, ducks in with the right hand and scores. Hamilton now with 5. 64-52, Coppin. Warren to Williams. Up the right side now to Marsh. Comes in the lane, throws it up underside of the rim. No, but a whistle and a foul. And Dami is also seated right of the lane. I believe she picks up her third. Line left, Marsh knocks it down. Makes it 65-52 Howard. Second one on the way, rim and off, rebound to Graham. 13-point gap, 2:20 to go. Coppin's got to go in a hurry. Hamilton top side left, Graham sets the screen. Hamilton now to Dami, head of the key, 15 to shoot. Now for Lawson, trying to turn right, comes back to her left hand. Back of the rim, no. Dami with an offensive rebound. Now to Graham between the rings. Top side of the right to Adams. Under 2 minutes to go. 15 to shoot. Now between the rings, Hamilton. Hamilton on the bounce, going left of the lane. Left-hand scoop, rim, it trickles off. Dami knocked it free, and here comes Howard the other way. Williams into the forecourt. 100 seconds to go. Now for Warren, and Howard trying to take air out of the ball. They'll go right side to Williams. Back to Thornton, head of the key, 13 to shoot. 85 seconds to go. Now to Thornton, top side left to Warren. Coming left to right, finds Marsh in the lane with 4 to shoot. Back to Thornton with 2, down to 1, lets fly with a long 2, rimming off. Graham the rebound, 70 seconds to go. Compton down 65-52. Hamilton runs it right of the lane into traffic, and a blocking foul call. If it's Fort Davis, that's 5. It is. She'll foul out with 10 points. Alexandria Hamilton, line to the right. Puts it on the way, it's good. Hamilton now with 6. Makes it 65-53. Second one, back of the rim, no. Dami with the rebound, had it knocked free. Adams hands it off to Hamilton. Now for Lawson, she'll back it out under a minute to go. Lawson into traffic, nearly lost the handle, throws it up in desperation, she's fouled. Thornton picks up her 4th. Lawson's free throw is good. She's got 14. Back of the rim, no good. 65-54, Compton down by 11, 48 seconds to go. Warren's got it in the jump circle. 15 to shoot. Bounce at left corner. Thornton wants a 3. Back of the rim, no good. Graham the rebound. Adams now for Lawson. Up the right side now to Hamilton. Turns left to the lane. She got fouled trying to turn left. Thornton picks up her 5th with 29.3 to go. She'll exit with a new season high of 25 points. Johnson checks in, the 5'11 junior out of Chapel Hill East High School, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Line to the right, back of the rim, no for Hamilton. Shot clock turned off with 29.3 to go. Second one, back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Howard. Warren with it. Now to the forecourt. 20 seconds to go. Near side left, it comes to Johnson. Far side of the right now to Warren, she's fouled. Lawson with her 4th. It comes at 16.3 to go. And it appears the margin's going to stay wide enough that Compton's going to fall for the 19th consecutive time. this season, 7th consecutive in conference. As Warren knocks down the free throw, she's got 5. 66-54. Second one, rim it off. And it's last touch by Howard out of bounds. Graham to inbound with 15.4 to go. Inbound comes to Hamilton, now to Graham. Graham tried to throw over the top, picked off by Johnson, dribbles out far side left, now reverse it off to Williams, top side left to Warren. 3 seconds to go, and that's going to do it. Howard comes into Coppin in a very emotional contest tonight. They book a 66-54 win to improve to 12-8 on the year, 4-3 in the MEAC, and keep Coppin winless on the year at 0-19 and 0-7 in the MEAC. Next up for Coppin, on the road to Delaware State on Saturday, at Howard in a rematch a week from tonight. Howard will play host to Morgan State on Saturday at 2. Chance Graham will finish with a team high of 20. Lawson right behind her with 14. Thornton fouled out with 25 as a game high. And Fort Davis in double figures off the bench with 10. So the same two teams about to do battle in the men's side in roughly a half an hour. As Carnell Arrington stepped in to replace Dwayne Burrows, who was ejected in the third quarter. And as Coach Arrington now joins me. Coach, I got to ask you, this was a very emotional game in a lot of ways with the medical emergency for Imani Bryant of Howard in the opening half. A lot of emotion at that point in time, and then that late third quarter get-together here down to the basket to our left. How did you guys react to the emotions, both situations, in the second quarter, first of all, and then late third?
We stay composed, you know, and that's what we got to do. We got to be tough every day. We preach toughness in practice, and, you know, and it showed tonight. You know, no matter what happens, hope the young lady, Imani Bryant, is okay. You know, our thoughts and prayers are with her. But the young ladies showed that they can persevere, you know what I mean, and going forward, everybody in this conference knows that, you know what I mean, Coppin State is a team that you got to watch out for, you know.
A late burst in the fourth quarter, 27-7 in the third in favor of Howard, but then 24-15 down the stretch for Coppin.
The girls, you know, like I said, they play with a lot of passion. They play with a lot of passion, and they understood that, you know, they weren't just doing it for themselves. A lot of things happened over this week, you know, with the unfortunate passing of Kobe Bryant. You know, they play, you know, I mean, they play with that Mamba mentality a little bit, you know, and their coach getting ejected, and for the first time having to actually listen to instructions from, you know, the assistant coach, you know, unfortunately, but they, you know, they really persevered through that. They understood that, and I think they stepped up to the plate. And you know, and they're looking forward to the next game.
The next one is on the road at Delaware State, so roughly a week to prepare. What are your expectations going on the road?
I'm expecting that we're going to come in the Delaware State's gymnasium, Memorial Gym, ready to play basketball. You know what I mean? Ready to be tough. You know, ready to do the things that we do. Ready to get back to being Coppin State basketball. You know. And I'm sure Delaware State is preparing for us, and, you know, they'll watch the film tonight just like we will, and they'll understand that, you know, we coming in there ready to play. And these young ladies, the one thing they did, they had fun. They had fun. They left off the court with smiles on their faces. Even though they lost 66-54, their mentality was that, hey, you know, young ladies, we got a lot of basketball left in us, you know. So, you know, I'm happy with these young ladies right now. We definitely want to get the win, but they persevered.
Appreciate the visit, Coach, after a very emotional game here today at the PEC.
Yes, thank you.
There it is, Assistant Coach Carnell Arrington stepping in for Dwayne Burrows, who, as I mentioned previously, ejected at the end of the third quarter with roughly 40 seconds remaining. Coppin falls the hands of Howard, 66-54. Back with the men's game after this on the Coppin State Sports Network.